Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So in this video I'm going to talk about how to build your profile during your undergraduation for your master's applications and your job applications. So I for one got admitted to INSEAD Business School in their Masters in Management program. I also got admitted to a Masters in CS program at Northeastern University, and then I also secured a full-time job at Flipkart. So I've got a taste of all these different worlds, from a management degree to a technical master's degree and even a job. So I've gone through all these processes. So I've just collected all my thoughts, my insights and my experiences into this video so that it can help you in your own journey. So without wasting any more time, let's get started. So one thing that I found very common between job applications and the applications for your master's degrees is that you need to have a proper narrative and a proper intent behind carrying out each and every activity that you did in those 4 years at undergrad. So I would say on a bigger scale, it is basically connecting the dots in your profile and basically convincing the adcoms or the interview panel that you have had an interest for their role from the beginning, and your profile takes a shape in a way that makes you the perfect candidate for the opening or the course which is available in that college or respective company, and that you would be a perfect candidate and you have the required skill sets which you've developed and inculcated over the years, and you'll be a perfect candidate for their respective college or company. So yeah, this is a very common thing which is needed in almost all the job applications and the master's applications. Other than that, I would say try to craft specific resumes for specific situations. For example, a technical company or a technical role would require a different resume from a management resume or a management company, because a technical company would value more of those online courses and technical experiences, while a management company would look for more impacts and managerial experiences that you had. So yeah, this is what I meant by having different resumes for different scenarios. So now moving on to the different aspects of a profile, and I'm going to show this with the help of a PowerPoint presentation. Hey guys, so this is how I would divide the profile of a prospective student planning to apply to a master's program or maybe to a certain job. So basically it would be divided into academics and extracurriculars. Now academics would be further divided into the core curriculum, or this is the main degree which you'll pursue in your 3 or 4 years in your undergraduation. So many times we don't value our CGPA enough, but trust me, CGPA is really important, and it is one of the core aspects that makes a great profile. So don't ever lose focus on academics. Now the other aspect of academics is the online and the extra coursework that is available through the internet via Neptel or Coursera, even edX. So these are some extra coursework that you can pursue in order to show passion for a subject that is not there in your core curriculum. And I feel this is a very important part which you can use to highlight your passions, your interests, and that you've taken an extra step towards your passions. Oh yeah, it's a great way to demonstrate just that through these online extra coursework. Now for the extracurriculars, I've divided into 3 sections. Firstly are the student organizations and clubs. So just a second. So the student organization and clubs are a great way to indicate your leadership skills. They are also a great way to follow your interests and passions. And these clubs are generally, you can be involved in these clubs over a longer tenure of maybe 2 to 3 years. And it is a great way to show your passion for what you are really interested in. And you can also show impactful things you've done through the student organizations and clubs, and maybe if you've taken up a senior leadership role or a board member position, it would be a great way to indicate leadership as well. Now other than that, there are the internships. So internship is also important, but then my suggestion would be to rather get a quality internship and do a lot of internships. Though initially you may have to start with an unpaid internship, but definitely if you keep pursuing these internships, you may get a paid internship as well. And yes, to an extent, a branded internship does matter. Although startups also are a great place to start your internship journey. So now the next aspect is international and national competitions. So generally, some people don't take like a lot of part in competitions, but then I guess this is a great way, like for competitions. By competitions I mean hackathons or any other competitions, be it a sport competition or any other like robotics related competitions, and different competitions in there. So whatever you're interested in, like so these competitions do give you a good exposure. And then if you even if you don't win in the competition, it's a great way to show that you are interested in something away from your classroom and you do pursue some other things as well. So yeah, to conclude this part, I would say, like for extracurriculars, I personally just did one internship. It was at BHEL, that is Bharat Heavy Electricals Limited. It's a PSU. So yeah, generally like you can use all these three like domains to basically make a good extracurricular impact through your profile. For me personally, I try to like cover each and every aspect. Like for international national competitions, I went to Harvard and Yale in 2019 for the hackathons, and then for internship, I told you about BHR for student organizations. I was part of two of these student organizations and got senior leadership roles in both of them. So yeah, I feel like if you try to cover these type of aspects and you start early on, maybe from your second year or your first year, you will have a good like idea of where you're heading, what more experience you can take that will help you make a good profile and will help you to stand out. Oh yeah, with this I conclude this section. Now if I were to go into a bit more details, for academics I would say a good CGPA is essential to building an all-round attractive profile. Try to maximize your GPA and focus strongly on this. Try to get awards and recognition to your school, or maybe some other ways. Maybe explore online courses or take up courses that interest you, so that you can show your passion for the subject and basically convey to the admissions committee or the job interview panel that you took extra efforts to work on your interests. I personally found Neptile to be a great source of online courses, as unlike Coursera, you get actual grades with the class, and you get proper certificates which are based on your grades. So that can help you showcase that you not only pursued a passion and or an interest, but you were also pretty good at it if you get good marks. Also, for example, doing a certain online course which is not there in your curriculum related to your degree you want to pursue in the future will go a long way in constructing a convincing narrative for you to convey in the interview during your jobs and admissions. So for extracurriculars, I would say try to take up internships related to the domain you're interested in. Like try using Internshala, maybe your personal contacts, and take up activities in startups as they're looking actively for interns, and they may help you in many ways to inculcate many skills. These are also great places to build a solid network and acquire skills that will help you to get into the big names. Other than that, for the student organizations and clubs, I would say do something that you like. And I mean, like most applicants or most students generally prefer an NGO, but my personal suggestion would be to like go for something you're passionate about and basically contribute effectively. Take up a senior role if available, as that can show your dedication towards the work that that organization does. And in case there are no student clubs in the college, you may start something of your own, because if there is no club that addresses your needs or your interests, just go and start yours, because that'll again show some grit and determination and that you're really interested in pursuing your passions. Now for international national competitions, I mean, this is a great way to show your skills in a certain field and basically also shed some light on your exposure and standings on a global and a national scale. So yeah, this was the details that I went through. I hope it was helpful. So before I end this video, I have a really interesting proposition for you guys. So in case you're interested in my content, please subscribe to my new newsletter that I've recently started. So through this newsletter, I will be sharing bite-sized life lessons, tips on higher studies, placements, and college life in general. I would also be sharing some genuine anecdotes that may help you learn something new. So do stay tuned and subscribe to this newsletter. So this brings us to the end of the video. I hope you liked the content and found it knowledgeable. And in case you did, don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button if you haven't already. So in case you have any more queries and you want to reach out to me, you can do this via the Discord group that I've created, where I help future students and I even kind of mentor them in case they have any personal queries. Other than that, you can reach out to me via the YouTube comments, or you can personally email me or reach out through my personal website. So this brings us to the end of the video. Stay tuned until the next video, and thank you for all your subscriptions and your likes.